The rain coming down late at night gave the city streets an eerie glow from the neon lights and street lamps. Ducking out of the cab, trying not to fall on the slippery sidewalk, Lily made her way inside. The raindrops shook off of her long skirt, and her wet sneakers made squeaky sounds as she walked. The medical building halls were well lit, although quiet as a cemetery except for the sound of her footsteps as she made her way toward her office. Glad that she had a pass key to the building, she had made the late-night run back from home to get her cell phone. I can't believe I left it on my desk on a Friday night. The quietness of the building was unnerving, and as her squeaks echoed in the noiseless hall, she couldn't help but turn occasionally to look over her shoulder. Nothing. Of course there's nothing, you nitwit. Who else would be in this building at almost midnight? Trying to shake the uneasy feeling, she was glad to have made it to the small office that she shared with Andrea and Ellen. She liked having their own simple workspace. It wasn't that she didn't like people. She just felt awkward around them. It was different, a long time ago. She was full of pep, energy, excitement. But life changes, and she changed too, preferring to stay in the background where she and her computer could solve problems. Pulling her office key out of her purse, she fitted into the lock. The door swung open without her turning the key or the knob. The office was dark except for the bluish glow coming from the computer screens. I had the computers turned off when I left. Glancing around, she saw nothing amiss. She walked around the computer stations to her desk, glad for the carpet that muffled the sounds of her shoes. She did not have to search long, finding her cell phone right where she left it, partially hidden under a stack of papers. Yawning loudly, she was reminded how late it was, and leaned over to turn off the computer so that she could get back home. Stretching her body across the table, she was reaching over when she caught a glimpse of something on the floor. Pulling herself back up, she walked around the table to peer down. Oh, Jesus! Oh, Jesus! Oh, shit! Scrambling backward, she ran into the desk, reaching out to keep from falling. Turning quickly, she ran out of the room, dialing 911 on her cell. A body! I found a body! Oh, my God! You've got to come! She screamed into the phone. The rational part of her brain knew that the dispatcher on the other end needed facts, but all she could think about was the blood. Yes, I'm at the Van Heusen Medical Building on 5th and Main, she cried as her hands began to shake uncontrollably. What? 4th floor. Please send someone. There's so much blood. Having made it to the hall, she felt her legs go out from under her as she slid down to the floor. Name? Lily. I'm Lily Swanson. I work here. Matt hated phone calls in the middle of the night. No matter how long he had been a detective, late-night calls were never good. Looking at the number, he was surprised to see his partner's number rather than the station. Yeah, bro. What's got you calling after midnight? Sorry to wake you. Got a call from homicide. There's been a possible suicide or murder in a medical building, and they knew we had our eyes on any criminal activity in the medical community. I want to check it out. Rubbing the sleep from his eyes, Matt rolled out of bed. Give me the address, and I'll be there in about 20 minutes. Getting dressed, he couldn't help but think about the difference between Annie and his former fiance. Annie supported Shane in anything he needed to do. Cassandra? Well, he knew that late-night calls were just one of the reasons she left. But the mystery lady. Why do I get the feeling that she would be supportive? It had been a couple of days, and he couldn't get her out of his mind. If I ever see her again, I'm not letting her run away. Pulling up to the address, he looked up to see the sign on the side of the building. Van Heusen Medical Corporation. Meeting up with Shane outside of the building, they were briefed by the detective in charge as they walked inside and into the elevator. Time of death appears to be between 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock p.m. Victim was found in her office, gunshot wound to the head. There was a suicide note left on her desk.